Hi friends. Okay, so this is for the stamp camp to go for June. I'm going to be making this video and emailing it to you, obviously. So, first one we're starting with is this should be in your kit. It's called You Got This. These are the pieces in your kit. The way that it's made is you stamp. You can stamp whatever you want, but this is, I was doing this kit for the ridiculously awesome stamp set, this one, okay? So I'm using the You Got This, and I'm stamping it on this white piece right here, and I'm stamping it in Magenta Madness ink. I can't see very well, sorry guys, hold on. You Got This. Okay. And then I am going to pop this up with dimensionals. Onto this purple piece. It's actually rich raspberry. And I got this little cut from the Taste of Touches. It's the new cutters. And then this purple one is from the Painted Poppies. And I'm also going to pop that one up. So I'm going to do it like this. And then underneath that, actually before I put these on, let's do something else first. First, we're going to attach our ribbon. So you should have got a piece of ribbon like this. And I'm just going to crisscross it back and forth like this on the back. Okay? So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive so I can have something to stick to. And a zigzaggedy look. And then I'm just going to like that. And then it looks like this on the back. Then I'm going to put my, besides putting my arm in my ink, let's close that up. I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back of this, like that. And I'm going to trim these pieces. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oops. Okay, so that's what my thing looks like, okay? I'm going to put all my pieces together. So you have Calypso Coral card base. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the rich raspberry piece directly on top of the coral. It should layer. And then on top of that, I'm going to put a layer of white. So you'll know, because this one's the same size as that, so you'll know that's this for the inside. So this piece will go on here. I'm big on layering, so there's a lot of layers in these cards. And then your paper. You can pick whatever side you want. It's very pretty. I chose this one because it has a little bit of Calypso Coral looking colors in it. And I'm going to stick that right here. Done. And then this piece just hops on top. And I just kind of put it a little bit in this corner over here. There you go. Your white piece goes on the inside. You can stamp on it if you want to. I just got the longest piece of hair inside of mine. Try not to do that. It's probably my daughter's because I was brushing her hair this morning over here. And there you go. Card number 1. Okay, card number 2. You Are My Sunshine. So your pieces for that one. This one's a little bit, it's not tricky or anything, but because it's like this. So how I did this was I took the card 4 1/4 by 11, and then I scored it at 5 1/2, directly in half, so it would have given me a full card. But then I cut this in half, which was at 275. And so this piece right here, like I'll show you on my pieces. So here's the pieces. This was a full card like this, and then I cut it at 275 right here, and then I'm just going to turn this sideways, and then it automatically turns it into a fancy fold. So what do you think about that? So that's what we're going to use, okay? So we're going to stick this. I'm actually going to stamp first. I'll stamp first. And I used, this is the Bumblebee cardstock, and also the Flowers for Every Season DSP. So the other DSP for this card was Artistry in Blooms, in case you were wondering. Okay, so this one I stamped this little sunshine looking thing in Bumblebee. I stamped it in this corner, and in this corner. Okay? I didn't stamp it in this corner because my flower is going to go down there. So you can, but I didn't. All right, and I'm just going to take this one, glue it on the inside. And that's all for the inside. The outside, I am going to stamp. I accidentally just put that in my ink. I'm going to stamp You Are My Sunshine in that same yellow Bumblebee color. I'm going to just move it over a little. I didn't in my other one, but I am in this one for my flower. Probably barely any at all, but You Are My Sunshine. I love this font, you guys. If you guys bought this stamp set, you're going to be so happy. The font is just gorgeous. And you know this stamp set, I think I already said this, but I'll say it again, was made by our CEO is Sarah Douglas, and her husband is Sean Douglas. And Rhonda Wade asked Sean to make this for her, design it. She came up with all of the sayings and stuff, and then had him design it because he is a big, like, chalk artist. You know, on those big chalkboards, they have one in their house. I guess I've seen a lot of photos of it on Instagram and stuff. But anyway, okay, so you should have all these flower pieces inside of your kit also. I'm going to close up this ink before... Too late. I was going to say before I stuck my hand back in it, but there you go. Okay, I'm going to use my glue dots to stick these together. So I'm going to stick this one onto this one. And then I'm going to take this little yellow piece, Bumblebee color, and put it in the middle of this flower. I'm going to take my flower, I'm going to kind of curl the leaves up a little with my fingernail. You can use a bone folder or a pencil or anything you want. I just use my fingernail. I hold on to the middle so that I don't rip the leaves off. Okay? So there's that. And then I'm going to stick my DSP. Look at the other side. Isn't that gorgeous? I like a little bit of color, though, for it. Since everything else is so yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, I'm not using that to stick it on. I'm going to use this to stick it on. Oh, thank goodness that covers up most of my inky mess on the front. Look at that. Yay. And then I'm going to stick this on. So I want this to be in the middle. See how I did that? So the way, so you don't want to obviously stick it down on the whole back because you don't want it to stick to this. You only want it to stick to this side. So only this half will have the adhesive on it. So I'll go like, maybe like right here. Because I definitely don't want it to fall off, okay? So can you see where I put my adhesive? Only on that one side. And then I'm going to stick this in the middle, hopefully. And then this one I'm just going to stick on with a glue dot. Again, like right on this corner. You are my sunshine. Cute. All right, and then you can put little gems or something on there if you'd like. I did not include any because I wanted to use the yellow ones, but I didn't have enough for you guys all to share. So, okay, next card we're going to make is this one. I copied this directly from Rhonda Wade. She made it a little bit different. She made it a tri-fold card, but pretty much this front is exactly like hers. So she had some gems on it also, you know. You know what else she had? There's another punch that you can punch out a bunch of like little flowers. She had that and she used that. So let me get this kit out. Here's your guts that should have come in your kit, okay? Also, you did get one of these little bows in your kit and I already tied it for you. So, also I didn't have any more of this brown one, so I had to use the blue one. It's probably gonna be fine, I think. In fact, I might like it more. Okay, so fold your card in half and we're going to adhere. Look at how pretty that is. Love this paper. This paper is the Touches of Texture, maybe it's called. Paper that comes with 24 sheets in it. I think 2 each of 12 designs instead of 2 each of 6 designs. So it has a lot of pieces of paper in it, but they're all different kinds, like wood grain and stuff, and different kind of background textures, or tiles, or carpets even. They different kinds of that kind of stuff. Backsplash, cement, all different kinds. So anyway, okay. So then, sometimes I wonder about this tape. Oh, there we go. I don't think I'm doing it right half the time. Okay. So I'm just, this is the same size, so of lengthwise, but you're just going to center it into the middle, but it's the same length. See, sometimes it just works perfect. Okay, and then this one's going to go on top of here like this. And it might be crooked, but, you know, I'm crooked, so it's going to be okay. And then this piece right here is the piece that you're going to stamp. And I'm stamping in a Misty Moonlight. These are Misty Moonlight papers. And I love this saying, let your faith be bigger than your fear. Beautiful. And then I'm also going to use the P.S. I love you inside of this one. And I'm going to stamp that right on the inside of the card in the blue. Setting this side. Opening up this. Don't stick it in my ink. P.S. I love you. Someone might be having a hard time. There's some lonely people out there right now because of the coronavirus and stuff. So some of them are in their house scared. So I do like the stamp set that says, let your faith be bigger than your fear. And then just a little P.S. I love you on the inside is kind of cute. Okay. So with this one, I popped this up Did I pop this up too? Yeah. Sometimes I don't remember what I do. So I'm going to stick a little tiny, I'm going to kind of use my fingers to, just like I did the daisy. I like them to look a little uppity. I'm going to tie a little bow, but first thing I'm going to do is stick this circle onto here, onto this blue piece. Just in the middle. And then I'm going to use dimensionals for this part. So I'm going to stick this guy up. I'll give him 3. Then I'm going to give this guy 1. Is this going to be too big for him? No, it'll fit. Okay. And then I am going to also, so you guys should have got a bow. But I have to tie a bow real quick because I didn't tie myself a bow yet. So here we go. My kids are being really quiet. What do you think they're doing? Okay. And I'm going to use a glue dot to stick this on. So I'm going to roll my glue dot with my fingernail. Just roll it up till it's about a little line. And then stick this on so the glue doesn't stick out too much on the sides and catch on something else. And then I'm going to stick this in the middle of this flower. All right. Take these off so it'll stick. And put it about here. Take this one off and put it, I'm going to try to put it like right up against this one. There we go. What do you think about that one? I like it. P.S. I love you. Don't forget, people. All right. So that's that one. So our last one has a little bit of a technique, which I have not provided the things for you, but it's this one. And so what I'm doing is I am using these brayers that I have. They're sponge brayers, I think they're called. And you just go like this. But I'm gonna, I don't know if I cleaned them off. So I don't know what one was my blue one. I think I must have cleaned them off because I don't see, I think this was my blue and this was my yellow. Anyway, it comes with 2 handles and 3 of these little sponges inside of there. Wait. Oh, 4 sponges and 2 handles. Well, I'm missing one. Okay, so on this card, I used, the 2 colors I used are Mango Melody and Bermuda Bay. And then I did emboss this in silver just to bring out the silver that's around. But you can stamp this in like basic gray or even smoky slate, a gray color, to make it still bring out the silver. I also, these 3 little rhinestones are inside of your envelope. They'll be in your envelope. It's on a little tiny strip of 3 rhinestones. So make sure you look for those when you open up your kit. All right, so here's my little guts for this. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some of those cards together right now. Get pieces out of my way. So one of these whites is bigger than the other. The bigger white goes on the inside. So we'll just stick that in now. Nothing else. I'm not stamping anything onto it, so you can if you want to, of course, but I'm not going to. So, and then this Mango Melody. I love these two colors together. They're just so bright, but they're really beautiful. They really complement each other. It doesn't look like it looks good, but then when you put everything together, it looks real nice. This is a very bright color, but most of it gets covered up by this white. So, okay, so I'm gonna set this aside for right now while I stamp on this one, which we are using this little splotchy thing from the Painted Poppies stamp set. And I'm gonna stamp that in Mango Melody. And just a little splotch of color in the corners like that. And then when this goes on, a little bit will be showing. So just a little something for background. I love background stamps like that. Oh, I'm gonna keep this open actually because now we can put this on actually. Now that I stamped on it. I always like to stamp before I put it on, unless there's a reason I have to line something up or something with it, then I'll. But I just like to do that in case I mess up. I could flip it over and reuse the other side. Okay, so this little tiny piece right here. First thing I'm going to do is make the background color. So I am going to use, I think I'm going to do the yellow first. So I'm just going like this on my ink pad with the sponge brayer. And then I'm going to start off first and then go across like this. And then you just roll back and forth and back and forth. And then I don't want it too dark in the middle. I want it darker at the top so that it has the varying colors. See how it is like this? And then the blue and the orangish yellow, when they come together, it makes like a green on the inside. So that's really cute, I think. Works out for me. It's less work. So just a little bit like that. And then see how it's a little darker on the top. You don't really want it to have like a line, but it'll be okay. And then, so that's that mango color. And then the Bermuda Bay color. Same thing. First you want to get some ink just by rolling it over and over and over again on here, on your ink pad. And then start off and go in. There you go. I think it looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Nice. Looks kind of, to me it looks kind of like beachy. And these are so simple. They might stain, but all you do is you just take them over to the water, rinse them out, squeeze them out a little, let them dry, and you can use them again. But they might stain up, but like this one, obviously I used with red or something because it does stain up. But they're reusable and they're beautiful. Okay, so now with this piece, I am going to stamp it in Versamark so we can emboss it in silver. Make today ridiculously awesome. I love that saying. And I thought with this saying, something fun and like splotchy and colorful like this, you know, just emphasizes to make the day awesome. So just make it crazy and fun. Okay, so look at that beautiful thing. If you did this on a piece of white, you could probably use this and then stamp something in the middle. Okay, so now I'm hoping this is going to be straight, but I can't see too well because I'm under the camera, so. Can't see it. Not yet. So here's the embossing powder. It's silver. I keep my embossing powder in little Tupperwares like this, so I can put the lid on and also keep a spoon in there. And just stick it on there. So if you let this dry a little more, probably because it might have been wet because I had put so much adhesive on there. So there might be like some around the edges, but so see, this would be what it would look like if it was just in gray. It would look dark and dull like this. But it's still beautiful, still matches perfect. So set this out of my way. You can tell when this silver melts because it really gets glossy. Pretty, right? Okay. Really simple. Okay, so embossing powder just has the most awesome effect. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? And it's just melted powder on there. So pretty. Okay. So just making sure it's dry before I, because it is melty. I'm putting more tape on this than needed because because it was bent from the heat. So I just want to make sure it lays flat. Pretty. Then I'm gonna pop this up using dimensionals. Okay. Oh, I was gonna stick it on here. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Now this. Like that. Perfect. What do you guys think? And then you will have 3 little pieces, but I didn't see, I cut them from here. 3 little strips, a 3 strip like this will be inside of yours. So, but I didn't cut myself some, so here's my 3 pieces. Really pretty. Okay, so that's your 4 cards. If you have any questions, contact me. I gave you your kit so you can measure them if necessary. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll let you know when the next kit's available. Okay, bye.